Morning, profitable traders. Welcome to the market color session. Good morning, traders. Welcome to the London market color session of today, being the 23rd of January 2025. It's so good to have each and every one of you around for today's session. My name is Cynthia, and I will be analyzing DXY, GBP USD, and EUR USD. Right after that, my colleague Lekon coming up for his analysis on gold and the yen basket. I'd like to kindly crave your indulgence to, 2026. Sorry, Sandra, 2026. I'm still trying to settle into the year. So that's why I said 2025. Apologies. Right. So, if you have questions during the course of today's analysis, do well to type in the chat box. Or if you don't agree with anything I'm saying in today's analysis, why not just stop me and tell me that I'm wrong, whatever. Tell me that, oh, what you're saying is not what is being seen. And I will respect your opinion, of course. So without taking further time, we'll just head straight to see what the market has for us today. And of course, we usually like to start with DXY, the weekly time frame. I haven't seen anything changing yet. I'm looking forward to price trading into 107.143 because of this level. And of course, if price eventually breaks this high right here, the high at 99.94, I want to ride this buy all the way to this left shoulder, and before continuing the sell of the XY. Right, so I'm still looking at this price point. Shoulder sweep break. Eventually, we should see a return of price into this left shoulder before continuing the sell. And on the daily time frame, I think we fibbed this level from point A to point B, right? Price had taken out this high on daily time frame, and we fibbed from this point to this point. Price traded into 61.8% fib level. We may see some reaction of that point. However, on the 4-hour time frame, we haven't seen any break to the upside, break of structure to the upside, right? This just looks like a retracement for price to, tap into this fair value gap and continue the sell to the downside, coming down to the 1-hour time frame. Let's see what the 1-hour time frame has for us. Even more sells to the downside, and I can spot the classic box pattern, show that this looks like a sweep and a break. So on the 1-hour time frame, once price retraces right back into 98.359, I want to sell the XY. If you have a different bias, don't forget to stop and type in chat box and say that, oh, this is what I'm seeing. This is my outlook. I'm not seeing a sell of the XY. I'm seeing a buy. Please do well to type in chat box. A good community is even supposed to be saying contrary to what analysts is saying, I guess. Coming out to Euro USD on the weekly time frame, everything seems to I'm still looking at this, and of course, price is stalling right now on Euro USD on the weekly time frame. Looks like it's caught up in a range. It's not breaking above, not breaking below. It's just consolidating. On the daily time frame, however, right, looks like there was a clear of this low, and this buy right here looks like a retracement. Wait, let us flip this to be sure of what we are saying. From point A to point B, price tapped into 78.6% level on the daily time frame. So we could see a reaction of that level. But coming down to much lower time frames, like 4-hour time frames, I'm seeing that most recent price action tends to be bullish, right? So we just look for short-term buys on Euro USD, and there's one right here, shoulder at this level, 1.17010, sweep to the downside, break to the upside. Once price retraces right back into this left shoulder, I want to buy. Let's see, 15 minutes time frame, pretty much shoulder, sweep, stalled a bit, eventually broke to the upside. We want to pretty much the same POI that we're looking at. Shoulder sweep, stalled, eventually broke. You may see price returning into 1.17010 before we buy Euro USD. Coming to the last pair of today, GBP USD, weekly time frame as seen here is bullish, most recent price action. So we probably may see price tracing into 78.60 and coming down to the daily time frame. And daily time frame, of course, we are seeing that there's no clear move per se, but we're seeing that the most recent price action, right, from this level, from these points, is tending to the upside. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame to see. This has been broken. Price, this high has been broken. We may see a retracement before the continuation of the buy. And if I'm entering this buy, this high will be my targets. The high at 1.35510. Let's see if we can spot an entry for the buy of June on 1-hour time frame. Of course, you could set your pending order for a buy as to see if price retraces right back into 1.34266, so that when price gets here, your trade can be triggered and you can be in the trade. Shoulder sweep, break. I want to buy GBP USD once I see this happening on the 1-hour time frame, right? Set your pending order there. And 1:2. Your TP should be slightly above this previous high right here at 1.35510. And once that happens, you can actually let's see what price does. If you have questions, please feel free to type in the chat box. Or if you have a different bias, entirely different from everything that has been said, please do well to type in the chat box. If you have questions, anything, if the analysis is clear, if you agree with the analysis, why not? You can also type in the chat box. And also, registration for the FX Bootcamp training is currently ongoing. Simply send us a message on 081 1699 5030 so that we can help you with the registration process. Right. If there are no questions. Also, the Falcon 2.0 bots listening service is still ongoing despite margin call we had this week. Still ongoing. For more information, visit valueflowtrading.com/Falcon to get started with that. Thank you very much for your feedback, Sanda. With that being said, we're going on a brief break and we should be back for the Lincoln session. Yes, please don't go anywhere. His session is always insightful. Thank you very much. Cheers and God bless.
good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the market column brought to you by the Value Field Trading Team. And that was very, very insightful analysis from Cynthia. So this morning we are going to be analyzing the precious metal, and from there we'll be heading straight to Japan to see what is going on the yen basket, of which we use the outcome of the analysis to interpret what we have on the yen correlated pair and see what we can do for today with the yen pairs. All right, so sit back, let's begin with the precious metal this morning. All right, looking at the precious metal from the weekly time frame, you are going to agree with me that at the beginning of the year, our plan and our prediction was that there's high tendency we see the precious metal rally all the way into the 5,000 level for the towards the end of Q1 or even end of the half of the year, right? But it was so amazing that just in the first 2 weeks of the year, we're already approaching the all-time high, which is the projected 5,000 level here. And you can see every time the price hits on, rallying all the way to the upside. And we know why that has been on, that move has been on play for the past few days now as a result of all those, the geopolitical tension, US and the Europe and the likes like that, all going on with all manner of, decisions from President Trump as regarding the dollar and everything globally, right? And we begin to see more rally on the precious metal. However, this won't be the only move for the year. And if you look at it for the past, since the beginning of the Israel-Hamas war in October 2023, we've been on this massive bull run since October 2023. We've not really had any major pullback. As a matter of fact, if you look at it here, 2022 October, somewhere here, we are going to see that's where the last time we had a major pullback on the precious metal, and then a little one in 2023, October 2023. You can see this last leg, and this is the major last leg we saw. Then we saw this minor one, and since that October 2023, after at the beginning of the Israel-Hamas war, we've been seeing a massive push to the upside without any form of retracement, right? And you can see everywhere has been bullish since that period. Look at the last price movement from 1,800 to now we are already approaching 5,000 level in just less than 3 years, 2 years and some few months, right? That's just 2 years and few months, okay? And since that has been happening, yes, we know price will keep swearing up, swearing higher, but we are looking forward to when we are going to have some level of pullback. And if for any reason we're going to see that structural shift, even from the weekly time frame, then it's telling us that we are going to have a major repricing. All right, but don't be caught up in the whole move. Instead, this is the time where we use the lower time frame to trade the precious metal now, especially trading in alignment with the trend, which is the buy trend. So if you go to your lower time frame and you see any buy signature, you follow through. Now on the daily time frame, we are going to see we have similar things playing out here already, and every day we keep on seeing a bullish move right from Monday. On Monday, we saw when market opened, during the market open, we saw the jump all the way to the upside. And a few weeks ago, before that period too, we also have a similar thing happening. So we've been seeing several jumps to the upside. So today, two things would happen. Is either we hit the 5,000 level mark today or next week. And knowing fully well that next week we are going to have our FOMC coming up next week, so we should also be mindful of that and plan our trades ahead. All right, now let's go to the lower time frame to see where can we scalp in and out of the market. Now our prediction this week is that we want to see how that price is going to pull a little bit back, and that's what we've seen here, and then really move to the upside. But market open with a jump all the way up, and we expect some level of pullback to cover that jump before rallying to the upside. Instead, what we saw was that price kept on moving all the way to the upside. We kept on seeing price rallying to the upside. And what should we now do? Let's check on the 1 hour time frame. If we see any pullback or market structure shift. Now, instead, all we are seeing is just push to the upside. And since the beginning of the Asian session, we've been in a consolidation. What is that telling us? Is telling us that we should go to the lower time frame. If we see any signature that we can use in joining the buy trend, and we can easily follow. If you look at 15-minute time frame too, we've been in a very strong consolidation all through, and we've not really seen any pullback at all in the chart, right? And let's check on 5 minutes. There is really nothing much to do in these markets today, based on what we have currently. If you are looking to join the buy, then that means you are gambling because there's no any entry signature for the buy yet right about now. The only signature I am seeing for the buy was only is only this somewhere around this place, and this already played it out, right? Around 2 a.m. in the morning, already played out. And the next one I'm looking out for is if you look at this particular level on the 5 minute time frame. Yes, it's very dicey. As you can see, yes, we have a sweep of this level here. Very tiny. So I would advise don't force a trade. But if there's any reason for you to trade today, then you are going to be very, very mindful of what is going on in the market. So which means if for any reason price pull back all the way to come and take out this low, then we'll consider buying all through. Now I'll make that much more obvious on the charts now. We are going to see that much more obvious now. Just let me expand the view so that you can see. The reason why we have that was because there's a lot of data moving in already. Now look at it. This is the sweep of liquidity somewhere around this place. We've seen how that price left liquidity and built some liquidity here. So for any reason, if you are looking for opportunity to buy, then you have to wait until price takes out this low. And when price takes it out, then you can consider buying your precious metal all the way to the upside. All right. So this is going to be it for the buy of gold for today, and your sell is just going to be below this low here, and you target your now because we are in a very strong bullish move. Targeting 1:2 is like wasting your bullets, right? So you can just do your 1:3 or 4 and you get it out that way. All right, so that is that. And looking at the momentum prices using to come down right now, we are going to believe agree with me that you just wait until the price does is take this out and give you an entry signature. What is the entry signature you'll be looking out for? The entry signature is going to be something like this. So you can see somewhere here. So this is a very good entry signature for me, right? When you see this around this zone, pull your trigger, or when you see something of this nature around it, you can also pull your trigger for the precious metal. All right, that is it for the precious metal for today, being Friday. All right, let's quickly get to Japan to see what we have going on in Japan. Push. Amazing. Now, a news just came out on the yen. We are going to see a lot of things playing out on the yen these days moving forward, and it will be very, very dramatic because we've seen how that the yen has broken the low of 2024. There was an intervention here sometime in 2024, and we see how it rallied. Now, so fortunate to see how that price just broke that low this week, and now it's already pushing to the upside. So we are going to be seeing a lot of spike on the yen basket moving forward. Now look at what just happened just few minutes at the beginning of this session particularly. That's because the last time I checked when the other session was going on, the yen is still selling. So there's an intervention going on right now on the yen basket. So I want to advise us be very, very careful how you trade the yen correlated pair. So what we have now is this, since there is a news going on, now just let us be very patient for the yen pair. As a matter of fact, the yen basket, looking at the 4-hour time frame, I'm of the opinion that two things will happen. We are going to see it rally all the way this particular zone. If for any reason you want to see any sell again, then price is coming to take out this high. And when it trades into this high, then we may now see a pullback again. Now, the pullback doesn't necessarily mean it's going to create a lower low. It because we pull back to this zone, and then we are going to have a continuation to the upside, right? So that is going to be it for the yen basket. Now let's use that to interpret the yen correlated pair. This morning it was so amazing that GBP JPY traded all the way to 2015 level. That is what we are seeing now. You can see the intervention we saw on the yen, what it has just caused on GBP JPY, this spike. So if you are trading this particular pair, anything JPY, be very, very mindful. Never trade it without stop loss. And at the same time, be mindful of when you trade it, not when any news event is coming up, because we are going to see a very unnecessary spike. Look at what happened here. Both buyers and sellers have been frustrated here now, based on this candle you are seeing. Now, where are we heading to? We see that GPY has been creating higher highs, and what do we expect moving further for GBP/JPY? Now, looking at the current price action we are seeing here, we see all these supports that price created here, and two things will happen: that we see price come to grab all this liquidity, I mean in terms of sell, and then continue to push down if for any reason the yen basket is going to rally to the upside. Now let's go to the 1 hour time frame to see what exactly do we have playing out on the 1 hour time frame. For the 1 hour, what I really believe would happen is, because we already see how that price came. Remember on Monday, price came to our entry that we marked out a few weeks ago, which was this place, and we intend to buy all the way to this level and sell back. But this little move took out our SL here for the sell, and later sold as expected before continuing the buy. Now, based on what we have now, this current structure, what exactly do we want to see? It's seen now that we already have a sweep of liquidity. Price has already been traded into this bounce here before the breakout happened. And now that the breakout already happened, I mean, all through to the side, we are expecting that this sell, we want to see it all the way to take out this low, right? This sell have to take out this low. And when this sell takes out this low, then we are going to see price trade into this particular zone for a buy, right? For a buy. Now, this buy is going to be a low probability. Why? Because we are in a very strong premium for the GBP/JPY. So it's a low probability trade if you want to take it. Meaning when price gets here, watch out for your entry to do up very well and do just your 1:2 or 1:3 with your SL just below here. This is the SL and you are doing your 1:2, right? So you do that here, you get out of the trade. Why? Because it's already price is already at premium, and buying at premium is you know what it really means so far. Now, based on what we have now on the chart on 15 minutes, we are expecting price to pull back to the downside. Or concerning what we are seeing right now, I'm of the opinion we are going to see price, pull back a little bit more. Is either to this zone. When price gets to this zone, then we are going to see it, begin to turn to the downside again. Or when price gets to this zone, this is going to be another zone where we would see price, turn further to the downside. This creates order block. So if you see price rally all the way to this zone, then you want to consider, shorting to the downside for GBP/JPY with your SL just above the zone and your entry just here. Either this is your first entry, second entry, why this is your first entry, and where are you trading all the way to? We are trading all the way to this 1 hour POI. So when price gets here, we are offloading, and we'll give another shot, a trial here for the pullback again. All right, so that is that for GBP/JPY for today. Let's quickly get to EUR/JPY to see what is happening. We have similar thing playing out on EUR/JPY too, but I would love to consider it right from the higher time frame. For the higher time frame of EUR/JPY, they are going to agree with me that since price already came to our POI here and we got all the way to the upside, the next bus stop where price is most likely going to come to just the way we saw it on GBP GPY is trading into this level here. And we expect that price should come, all things being equal, price should come and take out liquidity. This Asian low of I think Tuesday, this Asian low of Tuesday has to be taken out first. Yes, Asian low of Tuesday has to be taken out first before that buy will happen. All right, so that is what I'm looking out for GBP, Euro JPY, meaning we are going to see price, after taking out this trade into this zone with our SL just below here, and we are doing our 1-2. That's simple. Now, for this sell that is happening right now, just go to your lower time frame on 15 minutes. What I'm seeing entry here is that price is most likely going to trade all the way to this zone here that we have here. This is going to be the first zone where price will get to and react. And then when price get there at the rejection, then price is coming all the way for this order block. So when price get to this order block, you may first give the first trial here instead of missing out if price get there or price get to this zone. So this is going to be it for Euro JPY, and we are targeting all the way to the 1 hour entry level just below the ground here. Right, just below what we have here is what we are looking out for Euro JPY. As a matter of fact, let's check something much more clear on 5 minute time frame. Now, 5 minutes is confirming to us that this zone that we mark on 15 minutes is going to be a stronger sell zone if price gets there based on what we have here. We have a flip zone already around this zone. So let's watch out and see what becomes of price around that level. All right. So if there's any question, I would like to take some questions before calling it a day. Right. So this is it. This is all we have playing out. As a matter of fact, two things would happen on this particular Euro JPY. When price gets here, you're going to see some reaction. And if for any reason there's a spike, then this level should protect price to the downside, meaning where we mark this 15 minutes order block should hold price to the should push send price back to the downside. All right. Wow, that's a very good one. Yes. Let's look forward to price, reacting at this level for a sell continuation based on this intervention, or it comes all the way to this 15 minutes on the clock. All right, if there's no further question, this is going to be the end of the market color brought to you by the Value Flow Trading Team. Till we meet again for the New York recap by 2 p.m. Make sure you trade cautiously and use your proper risk management strategy. Once again, I'm Lekon sharing. Cheers and God bless.